Welcome back to the program. Into ASEAN interview, we discuss a new report that's come out to indicate one ASEAN country being one of the highest risks of being affected by climate change, and that is none other than Myanmar. According to a new report coming out from the German Watch organization, as of 2016, it indicated that Myanmar is one ASEAN country that's one of the heaviest hit by climate change since between 1999 and 2016. It indicates that this country has been, you could say, damaged with several casualties ever since the cyclone Nargis hit in 2008. According to research, they say it seems to be a trend where developing countries actually are the hardest hit by climate change and natural disasters compared to more developed countries.
ใช่แล้วค่ะในส่วนของอาเซียนอินเทอร์วิวในวันนี้นะคะเราก็ได้ยกประเด็นขึ้นมานะคะเกี่ยวกับสภาพแวดล้อมนั่นเองนะคะซึ่งทางเมียนมาเนี่ยนะคะประเทศในอาเซียนของเราเนี่ยก็ถือว่าได้ติดอันดับนะคะที่เป็นประเทศที่มีสภาพอากาศที่แย่ที่สุดในรอบปี 2016 ค่ะโดยมีองค์กร German Watch นะคะก็ได้ออกรายงานประจำปี 2559 นั่นเองชี้ว่าเมียนมาเนี่ยติดอันดับ1ใน10นะคะของประเทศที่ได้รับผลกระทบหนักที่สุดจากสภาพอากาศเปลี่ยนแปลงในระหว่างปี 2537 ถึง 2556 นะคะขณะนี้นะคะประเทศฮิติก็อยู่อันดับ1นะคะแต่ว่าอย่างไรก็ตามก็ถือว่าประเทศเมียนมาอยู่ในแถบอาเซียนของเราก็น่าเป็นห่วงอยู่นะคะในส่วนของสภาพอากาศนั่นเองเอาเป็นว่าเดี๋ยวเราไปชมกันนะคะว่าเรื่องราวจะเป็นอย่างไรกันบ้างค่ะ
Haiti, which was hit last year by its strongest hurricane in 50 years, has been ranked the worst country in the world affected by extreme weather in 2016, in an index published Thursday. Zimbabwe, which suffered extreme drought followed by bad floods, came second. And Fiji, recovering from the strongest tropical cyclone ever recorded on the island, was ranked third in the Climate Risk Index, published annually by non-profit environmental organization German Watch. Fiji is president of this year's UN climate talks, where small island states are pushing this week for urgent action to curb planet-warming emissions, which are expected to make severe storms, floods, and droughts more frequent and serious. 9 of the 10 nations which were worst affected in that period were developing countries, with Honduras, Haiti, and Myanmar hardest hit. The index does not take into account slow onset climate risks, such as rising sea levels or melting glaciers.
It shows that the 3 most affected countries were Haiti, Zimbabwe, and Fiji. What you can also see in this table is that we had some extremes last year, and this is, for example, reflected in the very high percentage of losses that affected the GDP of Fiji and Haiti. But also, we see that in India there were more than 2,000 people killed as a direct result of extreme weather events. These are quite extremes in this data. And with the US, we can see that also industrialized countries belong to the 10 most affected countries in 2016. The vulnerability of small island states is especially broadly reflected, with Haiti as on rank 1 and Fiji that ranks 3rd. Both were affected by devastating storm events last year. In Haiti, that was the Hurricane Matthew. In Fiji, this was the cyclone Winston. But other results were that several countries were impacted by severe droughts, followed by heavy rainfall and floods. This was the case in Zimbabwe, which ranks 2nd, and in India, in Vietnam, and in Bolivia, for example. We also saw that many countries are frequently hit by extreme weather events. The special situation here is that they do not have enough time to recover after an event hit, and they in that case have not fully recovered before the next event strikes. We also see that industrialized countries are affected, and that means that they also have to increase their adaptation efforts as well as, of course, their mitigation actions, and this is also in their very own self-interest.
The United States ranks 10th in this year's index, with 267 deaths and $47.7 billion in damages caused by extreme weather, according to the report. Between 1997 and 2016, more than 520,000 people died in more than 11,000 extreme weather events, such as storms, floods, and heat waves worldwide, according to the index. The economic damages amounted to about $3.16 trillion. And that was your ASEAN interview this week, with Myanmar hitting the top records of ASEAN in the hardest hit countries by climate change and natural disasters, something ASEAN has to join hands to work against for preemptive efforts. And with that, we wrap up ASEAN Challenge this week. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again soon next week. For now, สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ